Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to the BNS Channel. My name is EdieAnne. Today I want to talk about recruiting. It came up, I do some one-on-one coaching with my team members, and it's come up a couple times. Um, Recruiting is obviously one of the first things that any consultant in any brand or any company who knows that they want to grow their business, it's what they want to learn, right? Um, I do have a list, and I'm going to go through the list with you. But I want to preface, I think, um, that to me, first of all, the word recruiting reminds me of being recruited into the Army. However, it is a term or it is a word that is recognized everywhere for what it is, and that's to join in a group or an organization, and to be asked or to be seeked out for that opportunity. Okay, that's where the cliche comes in for me, because I don't feel like I need to seek anybody out, because to me, especially Scentsy, I feel that this opportunity is for everyone. And I would be awfully selfish to not share that opportunity with everyone, because ultimately I don't know what's happening behind the door at your home. I don't know if you need more money. I don't know if you are needing to get out of the house. I don't know if you want to meet new people. I don't know if you're looking to have your own business and be an entrepreneur. I don't know. And for me to prejudge and say that this opportunity probably not for you, maybe it's not for you, awfully selfish, and I'm not willing to do that. Um, I'm not willing to step back and again assume that this is not for you or that you might not like it. I can't do that. I don't have that right. So for me, recruiting equals sharing. For me, selling equals sharing. And the commonality obviously is sharing. And I truly believe that if all of us could change our mindset from that selling, join my team mentality, that there would be so much more to offer and to invite people to join in on this opportunity. And so I'm going to go through this list of different things to help you in your recruiting aspects. But I want you to remember that it really doesn't need to be all that difficult. It really doesn't need to be all that daunting. And I think if you changed your mindset to be one of sharing rather than recruiting, that you would be further ahead and that your team would grow, and you would find a big difference in how you feel while you're sharing the opportunity. Okay? All right. I have some sinus issues, so you'll have to excuse the sniffling. And I'm trying this background today. Okay, so here are 20 recruiting tips. Of course, some of them I do, some of them I don't do. And I share them because it may not work for me, but it may work for you. Number one, monthly mailing to potential recruits. And really all I get out of that is that you want to stay in contact with people that have mentioned that they want to join. Don't lose sight of them. It takes an average of 8 times before someone makes a decision that they want to actually join a direct sales company. That is a fact. So if they say no the first time, it just means not right now. If they had expressed some kind of interest at one point, it doesn't mean that that interest is gone. So give them the benefit of that doubt. So mail something to them. Tell them that you're still there. Don't be pushy about it. but just make sure that you're available for them. Okay. Have opportunity meetings. These I love. Opportunity meetings are awesome because that's kind of what I'm doing right now on this video is an opportunity meeting, except for the fact that I'm not going to share information about Scentsy on this video. An opportunity meeting is just that. It's an opportunity for you to be in front of a group of people who have interest in starting their own business, in joining Scentsy, whatever the case may be, and you can explain the Scentsy story. You can share the Scentsy story. You can answer questions, and a lot of times that question and answer part is the most crucial because what someone is asking, someone else may not want to ask, but it answers their question. So an opportunity meeting is a no pressure, low pressure time for you to gather people together so that you can do a Q&A on what your opportunity is all about. It can be done online or in person. Keep join packets with you. You know, there are people out there that have to have something in their hands. Do you have any information? Just be aware that when someone says, mail me some information, or do you have any information, it's usually, not usually, but it can be a way of them blowing you off. And if that's the case, then that's fine. You want to have the information to them because who knows? They could be sitting at home and they decide to go through this packet and something sparks their attention. Okay? So that goes back to number one when I say to continue to communicate. So if you're going to give them a packet, I'm hoping that you're going to get their information as well so that you can follow up. Okay? Oh, my nose is so runny. Share conversation starters or save. It says shave. I don't think that's what it meant. Save conversation starters. Keep them ready. Your job, a trip that you did, family needs. Conversation starters are opportunities for you to interject your business into a conversation. I never suggest that you start a conversation saying, do you want to join my team? I'm not going to suggest that. There are times and opportunities and situations that may warrant that, and it may be okay. But for the majority of the time, it's going to be a really quick exit for the other person. So conversation starters are just opportunities for you to interject your information. For example, and I always use this example because it's just a very blatant example and it's easy to understand. You see somebody who has a nice festive Hawaiian shirt on. The best way to start a conversation, by the way, is through a compliment. So if you see that person say, oh my God, you have an amazing, I love your shirt. I just got back from Costa Rica and I would have died to have that shirt. My interjection there was Costa Rica. The fact that we went on a trip to Costa Rica. So in a conversation starter, now that other person is probably going to come back and say, well, what did you go to Costa Rica for? And then the conversation gets started. So that's an example of a conversation starter. Have those ready. I already said this at the beginning. Don't rule anybody out. You don't have that power. You don't have that right to prejudge or assume that this opportunity is not for somebody. Okay. Be a walking billboard. What do I have on today? I'm not even out, and I have my boot camp T-shirt on representing Deuces Wild. Wear your gear. People are going to ask. On my way back from Cancun, I had stopped at a convenience store, and I had my light blue hoodie sweater on. And of course, it has the Scentsy logo on the front, and the clerk behind the counter was like, oh, you sell Scentsy? And I was like, yep. Sold some bulbs right there on the spot, and she booked a basket party. So wear your gear. Be a driving billboard. If you have the opportunity to label your car, then do that too. Okay? Because you are going to be surprised the people that will see your information and call you from it. This is actually a fun one. Wear your help wanted button upside down. Why? Because it's a conversation starter, right? They'll say, your help wanted button is upside down. Oh, I got so dressed so quickly this morning, but I am looking for workers. I am looking for help. I am looking for consultants. Conversation starter. Talk to child's parents. Bring it up in conversation about jobs. Summer is tough for them. It's excellent for teachers because they're off during the summer and a lot of them are looking for part-time work. So you want to be talking to the parents of the kids. If you're at a soccer game and you're sitting down and someone mentions that they are looking for a job, then offer them the opportunity. Okay. Seek other direct sales reps for yourself and maybe swap parties. This one, you kind of have to be a little careful with it because of the cross-promoting thing that goes on with the DSA. But, I mean, I like to support other direct sales companies. I mean, I say that and know that my heart and mind and I'm all in with Scentsy and I would never go anywhere. But just because I'm all in with Scentsy, it doesn't mean that someone else doesn't like candles. Maybe they don't like scent. I don't know why. Everybody should love Scentsy. But they don't all. Okay, so what works really, really, really well for me as a business may be working for somebody else with a different business. Okay, so I have to kind of keep that in mind. But swapping parties is always fun. Google Maps, add your address. It's free. So if you go to google.com or googlemaps.com, you can actually map out your office location, and it's for free. So it's free advertising. Mobile office. Love this one. Bring your computer, your iPad, your phone, whatever. Have some catalogs, order forms, and your testers. Go to McDonald's, sit at a table, and have a mobile office. Someone is bound to ask you what you're doing. Someone is bound to ask to smell the testers. Someone is bound to notice that you're actually working and you don't have to be home and you don't have to be in an office. Okay? Really, really awesome thing. 13. Branding and advertising is huge. Branding is primarily knowing what, like if someone says Beauty and Scents, and for the most part it's been branded enough that Beauty and Scents and the BNS network are part of EdieAnne. However, the basis of all of that is EdieAnne. So I've branded EdieAnne. You need to brand your name. You need to brand who you are so that people recognize you as the Scentsy lady or the Scentsy man or whatever, okay? You certainly don't want to be known as the direct sales lady. That's a little tougher, and that's another conversation to be had. Recruit online. What I do. Build relationships in whatever platform you're using. And when I say platform, I mean social media. If you're using YouTube, build some relationships. Get to know people. Don't overdo it, okay? While it's very tempting to swing into a hard sell, resist the urge. I'm telling you, do not be vomiting information to people. Just don't do it. People are going to get turned off. And instead, just be honest, accurate, and low-key. Whenever possible, if you can make a claim, have some paperwork or other proof that can back up your claim so that you know you aren't just pulling facts and figures out of you know where. Okay? Look for a common ground. Connect with people. And the basis of the last two or three that I have talked to you about is building relationships and building them to a point where people trust you, because people that trust you are going to want to be part of your team. They're going to want to buy from you. If there's no trust, you can forget all of it. Okay? Make it easy for them to stay in touch. If you don't have your information on your website, if you don't have your information on the Facebook page, if you don't have a business card, if you don't have labels on all of your products, you're not making it easy for people to get a hold of you. Therefore, you're not making it easy for people to join your team, right? Make it easy for them to stay in touch with you. Lead by example for everything. People are watching you, okay? Whether it is out in public, whether it's on Facebook, it doesn't matter. People are watching you and they will want to do what you're doing if you're leading by example. Generation M. You know what Generation M is? I didn't. I just know that I'm Generation X, I think, or Y. I don't even know that. They are the next generation of direct sellers, and I'm going to tell you why. These are the consultants of the future. Our kids, like people who are in their 30s and 40s, our kids are Generation M. They're connected. They understand the industry, believe it or not. And those of us in the industry, we're impacting the lives of those generations every day because of how we're providing product to them, how we're providing means of income to them. Direct selling it's going to be something that they are naturally attracted to because of the influence you and I have played in their lives. So have them help you. Include them in your business and create fun and inviting environment for children to be the next entrepreneurs. Because they really are our future, are they not? So those are just some tips. Now, one of the things, and I think I had a video about probably the same thing that I'm going over right now, but I like to kind of refresh them because not everybody goes back in like 3 years ago on my videos. But one of the terms that a phrase that I coined, however you can coin a phrase, I'm not sure. But I say it all the time. And it's because it encompasses everything that I do in my business. And that is to talk Scentsy. Okay, so talk about it with people and have them know that it's part of what you're doing. So talk Scentsy, live Scentsy. Okay, so if it's something that you're doing, like I had a Facebook party last night, I didn't tell people to book a Facebook party. I just told people that I was having one. So you're living it. It's part of what you're doing. It's part of your everyday life. And then share Scentsy. Okay, so if you're talking about it and you're living it, then you're surely going to want to share it with people because it's obviously made an impact for you or for me. I want to share it with everybody. To me, it's no different than sharing a piece of gum. If the gum is good, then you're going to share it. And the opportunity is good, so I want to share it. So that's my tips on recruiting. Hopefully you found this useful and that you can go out and share your opportunity with people. And of course, if you're watching this and you are not on my team and you're not on anybody else's team, I'm sharing this opportunity with you because, again, I would be super, super selfish if I thought that this opportunity was not for you. It's not about me and this opportunity. It's not about joining my team. It's about knowing that Scentsy can be a catalyst for change in your life, and it can be absolutely amazing. So whether you need it to make more money, to go out and meet new people, to be an entrepreneur, whatever the reason is, it's your reason, and this opportunity can certainly be for you. So I want you all to have an amazing day and go out and make it an amazing day for somebody else. Bye.